What's up, guys, girls, DMs, players? Pete here, D20RP Gamer, and this is a video response to GameMasterToolBox, Rodney. The video was those freaking hit points. You could find that video right over there. In this video, he discusses hit points and the value, like, basically on the point level. It's like, alright, you get hit, you take 18 points of damage. He brings up a good point. Like, I personally don't like keeping the game on the point level. Try to keep it actual role playing. And what I personally do is I keep all my players' hit points on a little notepad on the side. And when an encounter comes, when we're in battle, I don't present, okay, the goblin comes up to you with his mace and whacks you, dealing 4 points of damage. It kind of just brings it back to the numbers, and I'm not too into that too much. So what I do is, like, alright, the goblin comes up, he jumps up from behind and he smacks you on your back, and you feel pain in your shoulder. So whatever that blow will do is basically, alright, you got hit. I don't announce, okay, you took 5 points of damage from that one blow. Because then it's like more of them keeping track of, oh shit, you know, I'm getting down to my last, let me take a potion. As they take more hits, I start bringing like effects in. Like you're starting to feel weak. You're starting to feel very weak. You know, that's like a hint. Okay, you're getting close. Like that next hit, it causes you to be stunned, and you're bleeding out of your face, or like whatever, some kind of descriptive note. Meanwhile, I'm taking notes on the side. If they ever want to say, hey, what's my HP at? Okay, you started at 29, you're down to like 7. Then they know it's time to take a potion, because they need to heal up or use a healing surge, or maybe, hey, talk to the paladin, he needs to like bless us with a healing spell or something. So I try not to incorporate too much of like, oh yeah, you got hit, taking 7 damage, because I mean it takes away from the role playing. You gotta bring hit points back into reality. Like, we as people don't have, well, we have a hit point and a pain threshold. I guess it takes a certain amount of hits to knock us unconscious. Devastating blow could potentially kill someone. But you gotta bring things back into perspective just a little bit. Like, how many times have you ever been in a fight? I've been in my, not fair share, but I've been in a few fights in my life. Like, you take a blow to the stomach, it's gonna knock the wind out of you, but it doesn't necessarily like destroy you. But you have to fight with that blow. You have to deal with that pain, because the next swing is coming at you. Just like a knock to the jaw. You're gonna feel that pain. Sure, you might take 3 or 4 hit points if you want to put it on that level, but you're still in the fight, fighting back. You're still going to throw, and you're dealing 6 damage, you know. But you can't really look at the numbers when you're playing. Well, at least that's the way I kind of see it. It's more of like, alright, you got hit. What's your reaction? What are you going to do? And then as the progress goes along, it's like, alright, what am I at? Where am I at? Okay, you're down to like 7. You better heal the fuck up, you know. Do something to get yourself back up to strength. Because in reality, although this is like based on reality in a fantasy world, you're not going to know. Because one person, like, I can come up to you and knock you in the teeth. Right now, at that time and moment, it's like, alright, you get knocked back and then you come and swinging. But then at another point in time, you might be at a weakened state where that same punch, same amount of effort, same amount of force could potentially put you on the ground. Think of it as a boxing match. How many times do those guys take jabs? And all those strong roundhouses and all those strong uppercuts, they don't do anything. But then that one little jab could potentially change the entire fight. So this guy's been fighting from 32 hit points down. Uppercut, alright, you're down to 16. Roundhouse, now you're down to 8. Another round, or another cross, now you're down to 2. And then all of a sudden, that little puny jab puts him on the floor. So you can't think of things on the number aspect. At least that's how I don't operate. I like to keep things on the number aspect on the side, but I try not to let my PCs or my players know, all right, you took 14 damage. If they're curious to know, okay, you took 14 damage from that blow. But I try to keep it so that they're on the level of like, all right, you got hit in the leg, you're pretty bruised up. Well, can I still walk? Yeah, you're still walking, but you have a slight limp, so now you're slowed just a little bit. So instead of their speed being 30, because of the hit that they took until they heal up, they're walking with a limp at 20 speed or 25 speed. Just little things to slow them down, like a little twist of an ankle in the real world. That's gonna slow you down to half, if not quarter speed. That should be something relative. So keeping hit points or keeping track of them, I keep track of them for the game's purpose, but I try not to let the guys know exactly. Just trying to keep things interesting. It's like, okay, you took a slashing blow, but your armor protected you, but you feel something wrong in your chest. Your armor protected you, but you still took internal damage. That's how I kind of see hit points. All right, that's all I had to say. Thanks. Hopefully that answers your question, Rodney. Peace.